The Vietnam War left an indelible mark on America's soul. It was a conflict that not only took a heavy toll on the soldiers who fought in it, but also deeply affected the American public back home. The war's impact was felt in every corner of the nation, from the bustling cities to the quiet rural towns. It was a conflict unlike any other, a quagmire that divided a nation. The streets were filled with protesters, their voices echoing the sentiments of a divided public. Some supported the war, believing it was a necessary stand against communism, while others vehemently opposed it, seeing it as an unjust and unwinnable conflict. The war's end in 1975 did not bring closure. The fall of Saigon marked a chaotic and painful conclusion to a long and grueling conflict. American troops returned home, but the scars of war remained, both on the land they left behind and in the hearts of those who served. The issue of prisoners of war and those missing in action lingered, a raw wound. Families clung to hope, holding on to photographs and memories, praying for the return of their loved ones. The uncertainty was a heavy burden, a constant reminder of the war's unresolved pain. Thousands of American families were left in agonizing limbo, uncertain of their loved ones' fates. The government provided little solace, and the lack of information only deepened the anguish. For many, the war was not over. It continued in their hearts and minds, a relentless search for answers. This unresolved trauma provided fertile ground for Missing in Action, a 1984 action film directed by Joseph Zito. The film tapped into the collective grief and anger of a nation still grappling with the war's aftermath. It was a cinematic attempt to address the unresolved issues and provide a sense of closure, even if only on the silver screen. Starring martial arts legend Chuck Norris, the film tapped into the deep well of national anguish and ignited the screen with explosive action. Norris's portrayal of a determined and unyielding soldier resonated with audiences, offering a form of catharsis through its high-octane action sequences and heroic narrative. Norris, already an icon of action cinema, found a role that resonated with his own personal history. His on-screen persona of a tough, resilient fighter mirrored his real-life experiences and the loss he had endured. This connection added a layer of authenticity to his performance, making it all the more impactful. His brother Wieland had been killed in action in Vietnam. This personal tragedy gave Norris a profound understanding of the pain and loss experienced by so many families. It was a driving force behind his commitment to the film, and his portrayal of a character who embodied the hope and determination of those still waiting for their loved ones to return. Missing in Action was more than just a film for Norris. It was a tribute, a way to honor his brother's memory and give voice to the families of those still missing. It was a cinematic salute to the bravery and sacrifice of the soldiers and a poignant reminder of the war's enduring impact. The film's opening scenes are a stark reminder of the war's brutality. The chaotic and violent imagery serves as a powerful backdrop to the story, grounding it in the harsh realities of the conflict. It sets the tone for a narrative that is both action-packed and deeply emotional. American soldiers held captive in a squalid POW camp endure torture and deprivation. These scenes highlight the extreme conditions faced by prisoners and the resilience required to survive. The depiction of their suffering is a sobering reminder of the war's human cost. Among them is Colonel James Braddock, a man who refuses to be broken. His unwavering spirit and determination to escape and rescue his fellow soldiers embody the hope and strength that many held onto during those dark times. Braddock's character is a symbol of resilience and the unyielding will to overcome even the most dire circumstances. Braddock, played with steely resolve by Norris, is a man haunted by his past. His eyes, hardened by years of combat and loss, tell a story of relentless determination and unyielding spirit. The horrors of the POW camp, the faces of his comrades left behind, fuel his every action. Each memory is a scar, a reminder of the brutal reality he endured and the friends he lost. Years after his escape, he carries the weight of their sacrifice. The burden is heavy, but it is also his driving force, pushing him to seek justice and closure. When intelligence reports suggest that American soldiers are still being held captive in Vietnam, Braddock refuses to sit idly by. The news ignites a fire within him, a call to action that he cannot ignore. He knows the truth firsthand, has seen the darkness within the jungle's embrace. The dense foliage and treacherous paths are all too familiar, a haunting reminder of his past struggles. His sense of duty, his unwavering loyalty to his fellow soldiers, compels him to act. The bond forged in the fires of war is unbreakable, and Braddock is determined to honor it. Braddock's return to Vietnam is a journey into the heart of darkness. Each step he takes is fraught with danger, but his resolve is unshakable. The once familiar landscape is now alien, the ghosts of the past whispering in the wind. The war-torn scenery is a stark contrast to the memories he holds, making his mission even more poignant. He navigates the bustling streets of Ho Chi Minh City, formerly Saigon, his eyes scanning for any sign, any glimmer of hope. The city's vibrant life is a stark contrast to the silent agony he carries within. It is during this search that he encounters a familiar face from his past, Colonel Vin, his former torturer. The sight of Vin brings a flood of memories, each one more painful than the last. Memories of captivity, of pain and humiliation resurface, fueling Braddock's resolve. The torment he endured at Vin's hands is a wound that never healed, a constant reminder of his mission. He will confront Vin, seek answers, and bring his brothers in arms home. Braddock's journey is not just a mission of rescue, but a quest for redemption, a chance to right the wrongs of the past and bring peace to his haunted soul. Braddock's determination to uncover the truth leads him to Tuck, a cynical but resourceful American expatriate who operates in the city's shadows. Tuck is a man who has seen the darker side of life, a man who has learned to navigate the treacherous waters of the underworld with a keen sense of survival. His knowledge of the city's hidden corners and his ability to blend into the background make him an invaluable asset to Braddock's mission. Tuck, initially reluctant, is drawn into Braddock's orbit, recognizing the fire in his eyes, the unwavering commitment to a cause long forgotten by many. He sees in Braddock a reflection of his own lost ideals, a reminder of a time when he too believed in something greater than himself. The two men, though different in many ways, find common ground in their shared sense of purpose. Together they form an unlikely alliance, their skills complementing each other. Braddock's military precision and Tuck's street smarts create a formidable team, capable of taking on challenges that would overwhelm most. They plan meticulously, each bringing their unique perspective to the table, ensuring that no detail is overlooked. Braddock, the hardened warrior, skilled in combat and survival, brings a wealth of experience to the mission. His years of training and battlefield experience have honed his instincts, making him a force to be reckoned with. He is a man who has faced death and emerged stronger, a man who knows the value of every second in a life-or-death situation. Tuck, the streetwise operator, with connections and knowledge of the city's underbelly, is equally crucial. His ability to gather intelligence, his network of informants, and his understanding of the local terrain provide the team with an edge that is indispensable. He knows how to move unseen, how to find the unfindable, and how to get what he needs without attracting unwanted attention. Their mission to infiltrate the POW camp and bring the captive soldiers home. It's a task fraught with danger, requiring precision, courage, and an unwavering resolve. They know the risks, but they also know the stakes. Failure is not an option, and the lives of their comrades hang in the balance. Their journey takes them deep into the Vietnamese jungle, a treacherous landscape fraught with danger. The dense foliage, the oppressive heat, and the constant threat of enemy forces make every step a challenge. They move with caution, every sense heightened, aware that one misstep could mean disaster. The air is thick with humidity, the scent of decay, and the constant threat of enemy patrols. The jungle is alive with sounds, each one a potential warning of danger. The rustle of leaves, the distant call of a bird, the snap of a twig underfoot, all are reminders of the peril that surrounds them. Braddock's military training and survival instincts are put to the test as they evade capture and edge closer to their objective. His ability to read the terrain, to anticipate the enemy's moves, and to stay one step ahead is crucial. Every decision, every action is calculated, with the ultimate goal always in sight. The tension mounts with each step. The weight of their mission, the knowledge of what is at stake, and the ever-present danger create an atmosphere of intense pressure. They move with a sense of urgency, knowing that time is not on their side. Braddock knows that time is running out for the men he swore to never leave behind. The faces of his comrades, their voices, their laughter, and their pain drive him forward. He is a man on a mission, fueled by a promise and a sense of duty that will not be denied. He pushes forward, driven by the memories of their faces, their voices echoing in his mind. Each step is a testament to his resolve, a promise to those he left behind that he will return for them. The jungle may be unforgiving, the enemy relentless, but Braddock's determination is unyielding. He will not rest until his mission is complete, until every last man is brought home. The rescue mission is a symphony of chaos and violence. Braddock, a whirlwind of fists and feet, dispatches enemies with brutal efficiency. His martial arts prowess, honed through years of training, is on full display as he battles his way through the camp. Explosions illuminate the night sky. Gunfire echoes through the jungle. Braddock, a one-man army, fights with the fury of a man possessed. He is a force of nature, unstoppable in his quest to liberate his fellow soldiers from their captors. Amidst the carnage, Braddock's humanity shines through. He treats the liberated prisoners with compassion, offering words of comfort and reassurance. These men, broken and battered, see in Braddock a beacon of hope, a symbol of America's promise to never abandon its own. The escape is fraught with danger. Enemy soldiers close in, desperate to recapture their prisoners. But Braddock, ever vigilant, ever resourceful, leads his men through the jungle, towards freedom and the promise of home. Now let's dive into the world of Chuck Norris, the man who has become a living legend. From his early days in martial arts to his iconic roles in action films, Chuck Norris has left an indelible mark on popular culture. His incredible skills and unyielding determination have inspired countless fans around the globe. Whether he's taking down bad guys on the big screen or breaking records in real life, Chuck Norris continues to be a symbol of strength and resilience. So, sit back and enjoy as we explore the extraordinary career of this action hero. While the film garnered a variety of reviews, it certainly didn't go unnoticed. Critics were divided, with some praising its innovative approach, while others found it lacking in certain areas. Despite the mixed feedback, the film sparked conversations and debates, proving its impact on audiences and critics alike. Financially, the movie was a triumph. It brought in impressive box office numbers, exceeding expectations. This commercial success cemented its place in the industry and demonstrated that it resonated with a wide audience. The film's profitability opened doors for future projects and further solidified the director's reputation. The director's personal dedication to the project was evident in every frame. They poured their heart and soul into the film, often working long hours and making personal sacrifices. This unwavering commitment not only shaped the final product, but also inspired the cast and crew to give their best performances. The 1980s were a golden era for action films, and this movie was no exception. It embodied the spirit of the decade with its high-octane sequences and memorable characters. Beyond the 80s, the film's influence can still be seen in modern action movies, continuing to inspire new generations of filmmakers and audiences.